Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live lesson right here on English Outside the Box. I'm Jennifer Nascimento with EnglishOutsideTheBox.com, and I'm here to help you learn and perfect some more everyday English. Remember, this everyday English helps you live, work, travel, study, and just be more comfortable and confident in your everyday English. So, if you are joining this live video, this live lesson, welcome, welcome, welcome. You have the opportunity to connect with me, practice what we're learning, use the language that you're learning, and get some feedback, which is really great. So if you're watching live, say hello in the chat. Tell me where you're watching from. And as I start teaching today's lesson, start using some of the vocabulary I'm reviewing and include any vocabulary you don't know. As the title may suggest, we're talking about vocabulary today, and this is common English. English verbs, phrases, expressions, nouns, common English vocabulary that you hear online, especially used by English teachers online. So, as you know, I am an online English teacher. You're watching and learning English with me on YouTube right now. I also teach on Instagram. I have online courses, training programs, and a lot of ways to connect with English students. There are a lot of English teachers out there, a lot of amazing English teachers who are all doing similar things. And I've noticed that a lot of us online English teachers use vocabulary that might be unknown. I've had some students ask me about vocabulary while I'm explaining things or while I'm talking about something because they don't know what the word actually means. So before we get into it, before I teach some of this, I want to know by anyone watching live or watching a replay if there are common words that you often hear online English teachers use and you're not quite sure what it means. So if you're watching live, you can leave this word, this phrase in the live chat. And if you're watching the replay of this video, leave a comment below the video and tell me some words that you've heard online English teachers use that confused you, that you weren't sure what the meaning is. And I think one of the most commonly asked questions I receive about online English teaching and situations is bio. B-I-O, bio. Many teachers, especially teachers on Instagram, will tell you something and say, you can find more information with the link in my bio. The link in my bio. But what does that mean? You probably know what a link is. It's something you can click that you go to a website. But what is a bio? Bio, and I'll show you on Instagram exactly what it is the information right here. Bio is a profile. The bio is where someone writes information about themselves. So bio is the information about you. A bio is the place where you or an online English teacher or an online personality will write about themselves. And the bio on Instagram is right underneath the main picture. So if you're ever watching a live lesson on Instagram or you're learning somewhere online and someone mentions their bio, you know it's the place where they've written information about themselves. It's going to be on the main page, usually right around or under their picture. Now, it's under the picture if it's on Instagram. The bio can be in the About section on a Facebook page. And the bio can be right underneath or around a picture on LinkedIn if you use LinkedIn. You'll often find bios and personal information about people in the About section as well. Bio can be short for biography, which is written information about you. So the bio is the information about the person. So when somebody says, get the link in my bio, you know that that is in their profile. Now, bio and profile, are they the same or are they different? So profile is going to be quite similar. Your profile can represent your entire page, your entire Instagram page, your entire Facebook page, or it can be your profile, the specific information about you. However, bio is the word that is going to be used the most. So make sure you practice utilizing some of these languages, some of these new words that we're learning for you to practice. Another common question I have seen come up a lot with Instagram is what it means to swipe. Swipe. You may see some of your favorite online English teachers telling you to swipe up or swipe right. And what does that mean to swipe? To swipe is going to be to make a movement like this or like this. And to swipe is when you take your finger and you go up, you go right, or you go left. And you utilize this to access a new part on the screen or on your phone. So I've seen this a lot on my Instagram because Instagram has now included links in Instagram stories. And as you know, Instagram stories are a lot like Snapchat stories, where you can record videos, short videos or pictures about your daily life, and they remain on your profile, on your page for 24 hours, and then they disappear. Inside of these stories, you can add a link, and people watching the story can take their finger and move it up. They can swipe up and access the link or access the page that the teacher or the person is trying to show. On Instagram, they also have the possibility, we have the possibility to add multiple pictures or multiple videos to one post. You can see that a post has multiple images or videos because there are little circles underneath the post. And you have to swipe to the right, meaning you have to move your fingers to access the other pictures that are to the right of the image. And I realize as I'm doing right and left, it might be flipped around here. Eduardo, good to see you. We usually swipe on laptop trackpads. Oh, I don't have my trackpad here. Yes, but a trackpad is a flat piece of technology that's like a mouse. This is a standard mouse, how we move something around our computer. And the trackpad is a square that you definitely move your fingers around, swipe up, swipe right. Exactly. Great, great, great. All right. So focusing on other online language that you hear, let's go into, swipe up and swipe right. So teachers, people, friends, they might tell you to turn on notifications, And this means that you click a button that will allow your phone or your computer, your device, to send you a message to notify you when someone you follow online is doing something. So you can turn on notifications on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and that means that you want your device, your phone or your computer, to send you a message that something is happening. So I definitely recommend that you subscribe to this channel and you click the little bell icon, which is the notifications icon. So when I go live or when I upload a new video, you get a message. You get notified that that is happening. So a lot of teachers might tell you to tap the bell icon or click the bell icon, because on YouTube, the notification button is shaped. It looks like a bell. Think about a bell. Ding, ding, ding. You're notified that something happens. You can also turn on notifications, as I mentioned, on Instagram, and that is when you get a post, you get a notification, you get a message that a new post happens, or someone's live, or something is happening on the profile that you follow. Depending on the platform, it might be Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, you might follow someone or you might subscribe to someone. And follow and subscribe are almost synonyms in this context. When you want to connect and become friends with someone's Instagram page, Facebook page, or YouTube channel. So you subscribe on YouTube. And when you subscribe on YouTube, that means you click subscribe and you are then connected to that page, and they will show up in your feed, they will show up on your homepage, and you will consistently be able to see what that YouTube channel is doing. When you follow an Instagram profile, the same thing happens. Those posts, those videos come up in your feed, and you will see what that person, what that online teacher is doing. You also do this by liking a Facebook page or becoming friends with an online English teacher or anyone's Facebook profile. So those are all similar words to mean you connect with someone's page, profile, or channel, so you continue to receive information and updates about their posts and content. Content is materials and things that someone gives or uploads, etc. Douglas, welcome. So Havanel, Hazolva, Eduardo again, infinite love. May, welcome everybody. Great to see you here. Again, if you're joining live and there's a word that you've heard an online English teacher or anyone use online related to this topic that's confused you, let me know and we can talk about it. So I mentioned that you can subscribe, like, or follow a page, and those are all similar in meanings. However, sometimes someone will tell you to subscribe to the course, subscribe to my email, subscribe to this webinar. Subscribe in this context will have the same meaning as sign up. And the phrasal verb sign up means to give your name, most likely your email, and sometimes other information about yourself to join something. You can sign up for a course, you can sign up for a subscription, you can sign up for an email list, you can sign up for materials, you can sign up for a lot of things. And sign up is a phrasal verb that means you put your name and your email, sometimes other information, to join something. And again, you could join courses or newsletters or whatever they might be. Subscribing usually has a meaning, a connotation, an emphasis that there is some kind of subscription. In a subscription, you want to think of like a magazine subscription. Even though magazine subscriptions aren't very popular anymore because everyone's doing everything online, a magazine subscription is when you sign up and you get your magazines every month. Every month they come. So that subscription has that meaning that some type of information, whatever you're signing up or subscribing to, is going to continue to give information. It's going to continue to give information. So that is kind of the difference of sign up, or the similarity, between sign up and subscribe and how the word subscribe can have different meanings. It can just mean to follow someone or to actually join in and give information to do something. All right. Trial is another one I've gotten a lot of questions about. Many online teachers, including myself, as I mentioned, have online training programs and we have courses, and sometimes we offer a trial. Trial. Notice the pronunciation of this word, trial, and it's T-R-I-A-L, trial, trial. Trial. And a trial is when you try or experiment something before you commit fully. So a trial is when you try something, usually for a limited period of time, sometimes for a different price, and it is an example of, or it's a way that students, customers, clients, and a variety of businesses and professional settings can try something before they fully commit. So if you see the word, you get a free trial, join the trial, sign up for a trial, you know that the word trial indicates that you're able to try it for a period of time before you commit to the real full thing that's being offered. And this is usually to allow someone to see what's inside, see what's a part of, so they can make a decision if they want to be involved. Great question in the live chat. What's the difference between to tap the bell icon, to hit the bell icon? You could also say to click the bell icon. So tap has a meaning of tap, tap. You lightly touch something in a fast, quick way. You can tap someone on the shoulder. You can tap your finger on the desk. You can tap your chin. Okay, and so tapping has that same fast, quick movement. And when you click something like the bell icon, the notification icon, all you have to do is just give it one quick tap of your mouse or your trackpad, and then you're done. When you hit something, it also has that same meaning of one fast, quick movement. Tap and hit can be very different things in a physical contact situation, but in terms of clicking, they are used simultaneously. They're used in the same way. Great question. Great question. Great question. So something else you guys also hear will be webinar, live trainings. These are sometimes used in the same way. A webinar is like a seminar or a meeting, a period of information, a class, some type of situation where information is given online on the web. Webinar. Okay, you've probably heard of a teleseminar on the phone, a seminar that you go to, which is kind of like a meeting or a conference. A webinar is an online information session. And a webinar is used a lot to give information to a big group of people, to a wide range of people. So again, a webinar is an online web refers to the internet, online, and a webinar is an online information session. So I often give webinars when I want to give information about courses or when I want to provide a more formal training than a live YouTube session. A webinar is usually a more formal type of training or information session, similar to a meeting, a conference, or a seminar that you would go to face-to-face. A webinar typically has one, maybe two, sometimes three people speaking. They can be talking directly to the camera, but they often will share a screen and share slides a PowerPoint, or a visual information that you can read along with as you watch and listen to the webinar. A webinar is a lot like a live training. However, as I mentioned, there's a little bit more formality, a little bit more structure in a webinar. Live trainings can happen right here on YouTube. I can do live trainings and live lessons on Facebook. I can do live trainings and live lessons on Instagram, but I wouldn't call those things webinars. A webinar also is something that you sign up for. You give your name, your email, information. You usually provide contact information for a webinar so whoever's hosting the webinar can stay in touch, can stay in contact, and communicate with you after the event, share resources, PDF files, and potentially replays. Replays. So replay is another word that I have used today in this video. I talk about it in my Conversation Club program, and I've used it a lot on Instagram live videos as well. And a replay is when you are able to watch a recorded video that was live. And that's what's a really key difference here. I have a lot of videos on this YouTube channel. Some of the videos on this channel are pre-recorded. I recorded them, I edited them, and I uploaded them onto my channel. Those are just videos you watch. Other videos on this YouTube channel are like today. I decided on my topic, I created the event, and I clicked go live, and now here I am teaching you live in the moment. I'm live, I'm here, this is really me right now. And when this is over, the video is still going to be available on my YouTube channel, but you're going to watch the replay of it. It's not going to be live, and it's also not pre-recorded and edited. So a replay is when you watch a recorded live session. The replay is a recorded live session. You often will get information about webinar replays, live training replays, or Instagram story, Facebook live, and YouTube live replays. My Ask the Question, is this live called a webinar? So as I mentioned, I would not call this a webinar. This is more of a live lesson. This is more of a live lesson, and a webinar is a little bit more formal. A webinar usually requires someone to sign up and to give information. Login and sign in are often used simultaneously. They're used in the same way. You can log into something and you can sign into something. When you log in and when you sign in, this is when you provide your name and the password you created to access the information that you're trying to get to. So you usually will create an account to access something. And when you create an account, you often need to put information. You sign up for the account. You put your name, possibly your email, a password, and other information, right? After you've already signed up and you've given your information, to access it later, you have to log in or sign in. And those are the same. Log into the online classroom, sign into the online classroom, and that is going to be the same. Great question. Live, great live question. So we've gone over replays, signups, subscriptions, trial, links, my bio, my profile, notifications, differences between login and sign in, tap and hit. There was a lot of information we reviewed today. However, I would love to give you the opportunity watching live to ask any more questions about some common information you've heard. Today's lesson covered a lot of the language that I have personally been asked about and that I see many other online English teachers use. So remember, you can watch the replay of this live lesson and review what some of that language means. Make sure you follow me on Instagram if you're not already, because I often use swipe up, swipe right, and use this language that I've taught today as well. You can find me everywhere online by searching for English Outside the Box. My website's englishoutsidethebox.com. Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and everything is englishoutsidethebox.com. So it's really easy to find, and you can follow along and hear me, a native English speaker and teacher, naturally use these expressions and this vocabulary. And I hope in the future, today, tomorrow, this week, as you're following some of your favorite online teachers, I hope that when you hear one of these vocabulary words, you think, "Oh, yes, I finally know what that means," or now it makes complete sense. And you'll think of me when you know that it makes sense. Another question in the live chat is to enroll the same as sign up? Yes. When you enroll in something, you are signing up, you're joining, you are becoming part of something. You enroll in a course, you enroll in a group, you enroll in a program, you can enroll in a school, and it is when you sign up and when you join something. Great question, Douglas. Great question, Douglas. All right, so I hope and I think everything else makes sense. I encourage you to show me the love. If you liked this video and you like this channel, you can click the thumbs up if you love this video. Make sure you take a second to share it with a friend and show me love by writing some comments below. Whether you watch live or you watch the replay, I want to know how you can use some of the language that we've learned today. I want to see your sentences as practice, and I would love for you to include different vocabulary that I didn't talk about today that you hear a lot online that's confusing. I can help you learn it, you can share it with other people, and this can be a community effort of learning, which is something I love so much. Community effort learning is the best way of learning. So thanks for joining me live. Live lessons will come back. They will become regular again soon. I know I've been kind of in the dark, hiding. I've been hiding in the shadows. I haven't been around, but don't worry. The new year is coming and exciting things are coming as well. Thanks for your support and happy studying today. Bye.